What did the Igbo chief do wrong by buying land in Ningo?
Calling himself a king in Ghana is wrong. Nobody who is not a citizen of this country can make himself a king in our country.
Did the police arrest him? And for what? Why did they keep him overnight? What was the charge?
The charge was that, first of all, he's calling himself a king in Ghana when he's not a citizen of this country. Igbos don't have king.
Is he been released on bail?
Yes, this afternoon he complained of high BP in the cells and said his BP has gone up. You know, yesterday when he was invited, he went there with the ambassador,
Nigeria's ambassador to Ghana.
Nigerian ambassador to Ghana. He went there with his lawyers. This king, or whatever we call himself, finds his way of dining with NDC and MPP. Armed robbery, Nigerians have taken
Kidnapping.
over. Kidnapping, Nigerians have taken over. Fraud, 419. Yahoo, what do you call it? Scams and everything.
Fraud boys,
they've taken over, they've manipulated the system.
Abusia, breaking news abeka yensa echirimu se Nigeria Igbo hina nansani nani din beje ntre ha wotentan kase ne so na ne kasemu no o chiremu se onene Nigeria Igbo hine a wo Ghana ha no a police fo ache no ma ena America se yede na kopiem e wo police headquarters ama ya toto na no ama ya sign a transfer no every police headquarters e de ko NIB and as a BNI Hassan Ayariga oye Franketuni e de ma APC amanyukuo no ana a confirm ya docket no eda manima me di breakdown details no e de bro ye from Dan Kwesi Prince aha e daily view GA channels mesro se oba no subscribe wa share wa comment every baby a free na abusia no atimi akoso akọ nanim na before me dey some breakdown docket no mu nsem no e de ebebro no. This episode is proudly brought to you by Charistic Company Limited in Rome dia bedwaman so a nipa bebre na di ho adanse za mesha ne za age capsules no kwaji bi so wo your ba na wo hwe me a e ma yade en count from infection bacteria bi abedi ni pedua na kenten so menstrual disorder oba edum fichi kwachi ya na uti yawo uti pains was if duan bro no so obi atumeto nkaso akom fichi kom moja nkeche se e flow e de ma wo e wo nsabu mu na 2-3 days na etwa atotot kwaji mpanimfo enduo bi oba eduro ebeyi nkaboni bi afiri wase na bibia no atumi adimu enduo ya da o screen so yi FDI wi ma dia atumu se eye open do atu a ukofumasi herbal stores bi ebenwa unsa abeka mpanimfo ndo ya maboboso yi ebi abusia yemra yensem ne so na nsa ni Nigeria Igbo hina ose ye friend His Royal Majesty is a Dr. Ambassador Chukwu Dijud ene ni din ya bejentre ha wotentankase ne so paana ni nyina so ekokujai na nsa ni na video bi e pop up wotentankase ne so na papa ne kasem no ochire mu se mu Nigeria se wo Ghana ha ebesi one of the biggest kingdom and as empire ahimfie kese abinsi ni sumpani fie so se mu da.
By as I'm talking to you, I've acquired 50 acres of land, that is 250 plus of land along the Ashαwo road, that is at Old Ningo area. But along that road, it's right on the road. I acquired 250 plus of land. My reason of acquiring this land is to build Igbo village in Ghana. I call it Amandi Igbo in Ghana. We'll build a village where we're gonna build the palace of Igbo there, a huge palace. We'll build Igbo town hall there with about 2,000 capacity chairs and 100 rooms guest house. The essence of this guest house is most of the times our governors and our Igbo great leaders do come to Ghana. You know, they always go with their entourage. If they come to Ghana, their entourage will see where they will lodge for free of charge.
Abusia papa ne nsem ni bi eno no ma video pop up no anya Ghana fo bi de ma papa ye ne o ma twene din esra ne abasa ebi se ye nche no me no nam so afia hwase ne gamu nyina no raise concern any campaign bi and your friends say Nigeria must go ni nyina no medical de ho ama ne boni bi e de abrewo na eno ne yo ha ye nka bi nhye munyi bi free mu Franketuni e de ma APC amanyukuo no yewura Dr. Hassan Ayariga echire mu se na America side de Nigeria Igbo hine no yache no e ma ya sheda atoto na no e wo police headquarters en hihye ku akwan mu a ye transfer no eko BNI anase NIB na ne kasa mu bi no san chire mu se nyankopon ya dom na 2028 Ghana fo ye to ne so aba Nigeria fo a enkame akoye so ma beje o man kronkron ma Ghana boni ahodo a ekoso ye chi chronophobia anase ye chi chronophobia ye bo Nigeria citizen din eka ho bi no se ye to aba ne de amount 2028 a obedi port Nigerians fo ni nyina afiro man kronkron ma Ghana mu a okensem we nyina de kire po adom ochire.
Igbo chief is claiming land in Ningo area. He says he's bought land.
Yeah.
Hassan Ayariga, you are from Boku, but of course you're an important politician. What is your connection with? Do you also have land in Ningo? What's your connection with it?
I'm a Ghanaian. I can have land anywhere. in Ghana.
Yeah.
Entitled to it as a citizen. And my policy, if you read my 2020 manifesto policy, I made it clear to Ghanaians that when I'm president of the Republic of Ghana, inshallah, no foreigner will own property in Ghana.
Oh, no foreigner should own property in Ghana?
Will own property.
Don't you have property in Germany?
That is the German law.
But if you have property in Germany, you don't want Germans to have property in Ghana?
That's my law as president. I'm trying to protect the sovereignty of our nation, the lands of our, future generation, so that nobody takes. We have limited land. Land does not increase, it decreases. And once it's sold out, it's gone.
Yeah.
And Mr. Paul, if you look around Ghana, check around all the most important places in this country, the very luxurious communities and areas, all the properties that are owned by foreigners.
That's kind of true.
You understand?
From 1960s.
Till date, we're losing our sovereignty gradually to the foreigners. And look around again, all the big companies, from Spinters to everywhere, go around the whole world, the country, it's owned by foreigners. Where do we live as citizens? Slums, areas. We get choked in Medina, we get choked in Labadi, we get choked in Nima, we get choked in Kaswa. We live in slums. And the most important places is being taken over by the foreigners in this country, living a life that they cannot even live in their own country. And we are losing everything. And the worst of it is that our chiefs, and our politicians are giving them the opportunity and the nod to take off everything. You are talking about history. Our forefathers fought, died for this country. And what are we doing? We're selling the country out.
What did the Igbo chief do wrong by buying land in Ningo?
First of all, calling himself a king in Ghana is wrong.
That's wrong. I agree with that.
Nobody who is not a citizen of this country can make himself a king in our country. You know the law. It doesn't permit that. So you come in to tell us that you are acquiring 50 acres of land to build a kingdom, an Igbo kingdom, so that it will become one of a kind in the world that has never happened anywhere in this country. Shows that we are loose. We are allowing everybody to take over everything. And you are going to build a kingdom that is going to determine who becomes president in Nigeria.
In Nigeria?
Yes.
Kingdom in Ghana determines
who becomes president in Nigeria. The ministers of state will all be coming and through that gate. And anybody who wants to acquire land or property who is a Nigerian will come there and acquire land and build as a Nigerian and live. And that's an Igbo kingdom. Clearly. They are becoming another tribe in Ghana. Clearly, they are now rubbing shoulders with the kings of wherever they are getting the land from. And clearly, we are going to have a big problem in the future. Have you bothered to ask the kind of crime rate, then find out the associates of those crimes? And you will realize that 90% of every crime that is committed in this country, if you check the statistics, 90% is foreigners. And
I don't know about that.
10 is Ghanaians. Armed robbery,
foreigners.
Nigerians have taken
Kidnapping.
over. Kidnapping,
foreigners.
Nigerians have taken over.
Fraud.
Fraud, 419.
Yahoo.
What do you call it? Scams and everything.
Fraud boys.
Fraud boys, they've taken over, they've manipulated the system. They are now the hierarchy of our nation in terms of anything. Right now, they are even killing landlords. They come, they rent your house, one person shows his face.
Then 30 come and live there.
Then 30 come and live.
That's true. I hear that quite a lot.
And when you joke, they kill you. Our ladies, they are killing them, using them for their so-called rituals. Very soon, if we allow such a kingdom to happen, you will be registering missing people in this country every day. Look, we are not against settlers. I am not against settlers. And let me be
So what report did you give to the police?
You remember when this incident happened? I wrote to the BNI, and the NIB and the National Security, telling them to, and then Land Commission and all that, to investigate into the matter and to strip him of the title king. He cannot be comparing himself to Asantehene and all that. And funny enough, this king, or whatever we call himself, finds his way of dining with NDC and MPP. You realize that all
there are some videos that will be putting up. Please show us some of the videos.
Yes.
Well, the story is that he was a big contributor to political campaigns.
But not, that can be his problem if they are not arresting him.
There you see him over there.
Yeah, and look at this one.
Yeah.
In this country.
But this is long ago. This is not recent.
This is recent. This
No,
is
this
his
is not
kingdom.
recent. This 2025. This is before election, I think.
This is before election.
Yes.
But what is wrong with this and today? It's the same story.
Yeah,
It
but
doesn't
he got
change.
endorsement from political leadership. That's the point I'm making.
Oh, okay, that's what you are making.
Yeah, that's Johnson Asidun Ketia,
Sitting down there.
the chairman of the NDC.
Why?
Seated right there.
Does it make it right?
I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm telling you where he gets his power from.
Yes, and he's not going to get it from me. And I'm going to distill that power, and I've done that.
You've done that. You're a minority party.
It doesn't matter. There's one truth in life. The Ghanaian society will rally behind me in any circumstances against this man. If I say tomorrow there's a demonstration, you will see the number of people who come out to support this demonstration against our politicians who are allowing it. Look, like I said, our forefathers toiled for this nation. They died for this nation. Our current politicians, what are we doing? We're selling out the nation for peanuts. Everybody is welcome in Ghana. Look, remember in the last parliament, 2 parliaments ago, when I went to parliament, the issue of the U.S. military base in Ghana.
Yes, yes.
And I fought against it. I said, I will not accept the U.S. military base in Ghana. What happened? It looks as if our leaders do not have foresight of defending our nation. They are more particular about what comes into their pocket than what they should defend.
So why did the police arrest him? And for what? Why did they keep him overnight? What was the charge?
The charge was that, first of all, he's calling himself a king in Ghana when he's not a citizen of this country. Parading around and going around everywhere and calling himself the king of Ghana, and the king of Igbo. Igbos don't have king in Ghana. When you are a foreigner and you are a settler, you come to this country. Our constitutions allow you to be called a chief of your community. So all the settlers in Ghana, like the Yoruba, they have a Yoruba chief. The Hausas, they have a chief. The Zambarama chief. That is fine. We can give you that title to be able to be managing yourself. But when you begin to, parade yourself, call yourself like Asantehene and all these other kings in Ghana, and you go walking when you are not a citizen and say you are a king, and you are going to acquire tracts of land and build a kingdom.
Did he acquire the land?
That is his problem. Whether he did or he did not, he's voiced it out that he has. And the videos are there. So we are taking his word against.
So is he being released on bail?
Yes, this afternoon he complained of high BP.
In the cell?
In the cells. And said his BP has gone up. You know, yesterday when he was invited, he went there with the ambassador. Nigeria.
Ambassador of what?
Nigeria.
Nigeria's ambassador to
Nigeria
Ghana.
ambassador to Ghana. He went there with his lawyers and all that, thinking that it was the ordinary citizens, what do you call it, NIB or National Investigation, National Security, who would just listen to him and ask him to walk away. This is not that national security you're thinking of. This is a different national security altogether. They will investigate. As a citizen of Ghana, when you send a petition, they will have to listen to your petition. So the investigation went through. And he was panting, sweating. He's not a king, he's not a what. But this is the palace you've built, and you're calling yourself a king. You are causing mayhem in this country. Your Nigerian boys are going around telling Ghanaians, threatening Ghanaians that if they kill one Ghanaian, Nigerian, they will kill 50 Ghanaians. Your Nigerian people are going around telling Ghanaians that one Ghanaian has come to Ghana and Ghana is on fire. Can you imagine? If I show you videos of this man, he said we are uncultured as citizens. I'm sure I've sent some of the videos to you. Insulting the integrity of the people who has given you land to live, to stay. Can you do that in Nigeria?
Is he an Igbo royal in Nigeria?
No, he's not. He came here as an Igbo businessman selling cassettes.
Are you serious?
I'm telling you.
Cassettes. And he made millions of CDs to buy land.
He did not make millions of CDs. He brought in a lot of prostitutes.
Prostitutes?
Ladies. You know the Nigerian ladies on the, what do you call it, cycle and all that?
I don't understand.
You don't know the syndicates of this Nigeria.
So he came selling cassettes, then he brought in...
Then they started trafficking...
Night workers, and
now they started bringing Igbo boys and parading himself as the king.
But how does that make him rich?
Because they pay dues to him.
Who pays dues to him?
All these Nigerian boys who have shops in Nigeria. In Ghana here. The Nigerian boys with shops in here. They pay dues to their king.
Is that a lot of money?
Of course, that's a lot of money for him. He's like their god in Ghana. So the fact is that any problem they go through, they come to him, and don't forget, they know how to do this business. He's been able to parade him among all the big men in Ghana, showing himself in every kind of, gathering, and dressing and walking as if and making himself look. Even he's met the former president, he's met the current president, he's met Asantehene, he's met a lot of people, he's gone to visit them. That is power he's using to get from his own people. They now trust and believe in him. You see, there's a law that says that it is not who you are, it's how you carry yourself, that's how people address you. The way you dress is the way they address you. If you make yourself look big, people will regard you as big. But if you turn yourself into a beggar, people will disregard it. He's turned himself a big man. You understand what I'm saying? He's made sure that people have seen him with videos talking to all the big men. So all the Nigerians, that is why he said that he was going to build a kingdom where any Nigerian who comes from Nigeria, he will pass through his gate. And then they will find land for him to build. And then they'll also give him time to move from wherever he is, a transit. His home, his kingdom is going to be a transit for Nigerians to be here. Igbos, not even Nigerians. He didn't talk about Nigeria. He spoke about Igbos. These are dangerous people, Paul. These people, if you know what they are doing out there.
So will there be a prosecution?
Yes, we will see. The youth wants to demonstrate on the 19th.
Abusia na yewura Dr. Hassan Ayariga nsem ne bi enono ne papa yi okomu into details say mra ne ntansa kwa adu a ye de ahwe Nigeria hene ani achi ene se obɔ ne ho safo hene se oye king no awu bi kingdom mu no eno ene ntansa ne kwa adu a ye de ahwe nani achi ne nyina mu no ye be koso de ho ama ne bo into details breakdown no e de abrewa koso ma ofidie no nda ya aya na de details no de be bro na nso wahu de ekɔ ene de ba ye from dam kwasi prince before me jam mekra mo ame akono Charistic Company Limited is a main country or some Hindia ba mission ko dibi will be a malaria, typhoid, diabetes, so blood pressure, any idea, lower cholesterol, any bad cholesterol, withdraw any Hindi heba mission, Zaman capsules no. A member do that, remember no Tinisua sorry, remember ni Bonidin. Say a bessis ya de okotwa fadia no aka ojonku nso to isasaburo no e kan ho anasa won kan ho anasa sasaburo hu ba bia mfamfa edro e wedro sexual weakness low sperm count no wedro ne zaman capsule so do yiru komutwu akompemsi na ho asane agufuma ebe mo agina so brand ndo ya maboboso yi FD ahwem madi atum say ye open do to akofuma se herbal stores a onsa ebe kempanimfo ndo ya maboboso yi ebi ye from dam kwesi prince Macau.